Thank you, band. Good morning, everyone. We are having a mellow Sunday today. We are just gliding right into December. And I know today is the last day of November, but it really does feel like the kickoff day for some reason. So yesterday I had a very sweet experience. I don't know if any of you have gone to Small Business Saturday in Old Town Eureka. But one of the things they do to kick it off is that they do what they call a snowball drop. Yes, and actually I saw Donna's sister there yesterday. But anyway, what this means is they have a small cannon and they shoot ping pong balls above the crowd and they rain down on the crowd, and each ping pong ball has written on it a discount for one of the stores or a little prize or something to get you to go into the shops, right? But the really sweet part about it is what they do before they rain down the white ping pong balls for all the adults is they shoot out color ones that are bright colors. And the bright color ones are just for the kids, right? And the kids, when they get one of them, they can go up and get a toy or a piece of candy or something. And so I'd never been to this before. And I'm watching them three times. They shoot off the color ones. And I'm watching it, and as they're shooting off the color ones, which, you know, they've made really clear are for the kids, I'm seeing all these adults, like, all over on the ground, like, trying to find all these color ones, right? And so I, of course, go to a judgmental place of, those are not for you, right? Well, boy, was I wrong. The reason they were searching for these ones that are brightly colored is so they could give them to the kids and make sure that all the kids had one. Isn't that sweet? And so every single kid that I could see around me had at least 4 or 5 or 6 of these brightly colored ping pong balls that they could go up and redeem for prizes. So anyway, it was just a really cute way to kick off the season, and really sweet that they put such an emphasis on the kids, even just the adults who had shown up, not the people who were organizing it. So anyway, we live in a really good place. We do. Yeah. So I hope today's service will bring you that same feeling of delight and community. We start off each service by acknowledging the native lands that we are on. The Eureka Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that the land on which we gather is the ancestral territory of the Wiyot peoples. This territory extends to the communities throughout most of Humboldt County, and we honor the Wiyot peoples today. Ho. So we are going to kick things off with a song, so Donna's going to come up and lead us.
I love that the musicians look up at see what's up. We're up. Please stand.
Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. Can we speed this up a little bit?
Thank you so much, Donna. And the band.
That was the relaxed version. 'Cause we're all
It's the mellow day. It's the mellow day. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So we're going to start with our opening affirmation, and we're actually going to read it as written. What? So if you'll join me, we are a welcoming community where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspires us, and the science of mind teaching empowers us. I honor the path that brought you here today. So here's our announcements for the week. This is always the slide that I have to put on my glasses for. So there's no shame in that. You'll note down at the bottom, we have something in red. And we usually don't have things in red on this slide. So I wanted to draw your attention to it. All week long, we're going to be setting up for our decoration giveaway. And we're gonna start at noon and then go to about 3 or maybe a little bit longer if we're feeling like we're really on a tear. So anyway, I'll say more about the giveaway in just a second, but I wanted to make sure you saw that on this slide. All right. Bev, do you want to come up and talk about Bridge House? The tree is now up in our foyer, which is great.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So on Thanksgiving, we were able to get all the tags up on the tree. The tree is in the fire, and lots of tags have already been taken. So please help yourselves to take a tag, and I'll review what needs to happen with that tag in a second here. I just wanted to review again. We are going to have, the last Sunday that you can bring the gifts back to the center is in 3 weeks. It's on the 14th. Okay, and on the 19th, which is a Friday of that same week, we're gonna have our gift wrapping party here starting at 1 o'clock. So if you wanna make it, bring it, but the gifts you bring back are unwrapped. Tags are in the bag, and we all get together and have a nice wrapping party together. And and Bridge House joins us for that, and then they take everything with them when they leave. Okay, easy enough. Choose a tag from the tree. Next step is make sure you immediately register it with me. That's really important because otherwise we don't know if the tag gets lost, where this gift goes, who gets it, because there's so many children this year. With 18 kids, we got to keep them together, okay? So bring the tag to me, and I'll just make a note with your name on it and stuff, and we're all set. Then I can identify it as well. So then purchase your gift, okay? Put the tag into the bag or whatever and bring it back to the center. And meet us together on, again, the last Sunday is the 14th. To drop the bag, and then we will get together and wrap everything on that following Friday. Okay, simple and easy. Yeah.
How are we doing with all the wrapping stuff? Do we need that?
I'm going to review that and take a look downstairs. I have a feeling we have tons. We had so much last year that we're still good with wrapping paper and all that, and I always bring tons of tape and scissors and everything, so it's all pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so you should all remember this little ditty from the last couple of years, so join me. Take a tag off the tree, bring it to me. Take a tag off the tree, bring it to Beth. Take a tag off the tree, oh how happy they will be. Take a tag off the tree, bring it to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Bev. She gets the prize. Not everybody sings their announcements, so good for you. Good for you. Next level. So our social group, Better Together, is going to see A Christmas Carol this coming Friday. And so anyway, Scott has collected the money. Everybody who's going knows that they're going. If you have any questions or concerns, Reverend Angelica is probably your best bet because Scott is traveling a little bit this week. Also, the group gets together for dinner beforehand. There's some discussion going on about where they're going to meet and what time they're going to meet for dinner. So again, I think Reverend Angelica is probably your best person. She's like, I don't want to be part of it. Eat or don't eat, it's fine. Anyway.
I'll say that. So, apparently somebody said they didn't want to go to Chapala's anymore, so Rose said, well, let's go to Bayfront. Well, Bayfront, everybody has to get in their car or stay in their car, drive over there, drive back. One of the things I liked about Chapala is you could park at the theater on the street close and then walk down to the restaurant. Well, somebody told me yesterday the Hood is right down the street if you want to do something different. So those of you who are going and want to eat dinner, I believe we would go to dinner at 5 because there is an early program happening before the play at the theater that I'd like to go to anyway. So those of you who are going and want to eat, talk afterwards.
Perfect.
What?
At the former Banana Hut, and it's a woman-owned business.
Okay, so I mentioned earlier that the holiday giveaway is on Saturday, December 6th, which is this coming up Saturday, believe it or not, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is a really popular event in our community. As we've talked about before, there will be a long line to get in before it even opens. So, Brian, do you need help today?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of help do you need?
Well, right after church, if you can get the annex.
Yeah.
We want to clean up the annex part with all the round tables. If Carol, you could head that up to take all the decorations off of the round tables in the other room there. And then if I can get some of the guys, I know I got a Turo, he volunteered with me already, but I'll be downstairs with my pickup. We'll load up all the tables, the long tables, and bring them upstairs and put them in place so that we can start getting some of those Christmas decorations up here. All right? Okay, great. Yeah, I'll get someone to help you to roll those into the pantry part. Thank you. All right.
Into the where?
Into the pantry area.
Oh, right.
You know, behind the kitchen. Roll.
Great. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. So, as you know, this past Thursday, Reverend Angelica hosted her annual Thanksgiving, and it was a blast. This was the first time I had come, and I have to tell you, there's something sublime about only making one dish and only cleaning one dish. So anyway, it was great. I know there were well over 25 people there. Oh my God, 33, she just said. So many thanks to everyone who came early and set up, who cleaned up afterwards, you know, who made sure there was a serving spoon for everything. And anyway, it just was very well attended and such a lovely event. And so anyway, I encourage you to think about it next year. In the meantime, this coming Sunday is our first Sunday of the month, so that'll be our first Sunday potluck. So if you want to keep that good juju going, you can come, not today, but next Sunday, to our first Sunday of the month potluck.
I have a request.
Yes.
Let's make it Christmas sweater Sunday.
Ooh, okay, so we're going to add a
Not
layer.
necessarily ugly Christmas sweater.
Okay, sounds good. But not classy either, right? And Reverend Angelica just said, for those of you who are on Zoom or didn't hear her, that we should really make it Christmas sweater Sunday. You can interpret that any way you want. So it could be ugly, it can be glamorous, it could be whatever you got. So this is the time of year when we hand out these brochures. Ooh, a visual aid. And what these are not just for new membership. This is to reaffirm your membership for the year and to know what your planned giving is for the coming year, which really helps us know what we can do in 2026. So if you haven't taken one of these yet, please do. They're on the table over here on the side. And if you could fill it out and turn it back in right away, that would be great. Also, Angelica is hosting a Discover membership class today after service. So if you're not already a member and you'd like to learn more about what we believe here, this is a great time to get those questions answered. All right, so today we have several of our practitioners here. I see Edward, Susan is here, Reverend Angelica as well. So if you need to talk to someone after the service, please do. Our little pantry is, of course, accepting food, and also Bev has put a large box for the food drive that the community is doing in the foyer as well. So our theme for this month is walking in gratitude, and so today will be the last day of this theme. I really loved this one. This was a really good one. The messages have been really hitting me, so thank you for that. All right, so here's our next song.
I invite you to take a nice breath, settle in your seat. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to believe, to be true. Peace as a reality is here, kids, today, as me and you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. The peace that we've been waiting for is living now within us. We have the power to believe it to be true. Peace as a reality begins today as me and you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference, just me, just you. Peaceful people, peaceful planet. We are the difference. We are the difference. We are the difference, just me and you.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm the captain today. My Tennille is sick, so I had to leave her at home. Yeah, that play that that Scott's in, the Christmas Carol. Amy and I went to see it this past Saturday, and we actually got the seats right in front of Scott's chair in the front row. Beautiful play. You'll love it. Believe me, it's just heartwarming. One of the new members were asking me about the seat over there and why people sit there. And what we do when we're sitting there, the practitioners are holding a spirit of love, compassion, and they're focusing in on heightening the natural vibe of love that we have in this auditorium. So it's not a throne, but it is an amplification station. Okay, for those of you that are new, what we do is I read a little something here. Then we have Jackson sing us into what we do is, we call it a contemplative meditation. And then I do a contemplative prayer or treatment. And then Jackson sings us into our speaker, which is the beautiful and talented Reverend Angelica. And by the way, that Thanksgiving was phenomenal. She makes a corn pie you won't believe. Okay, so my reading today is from Ernest Holmes' Collective Writings, The Science of Mind. And it's hard for me to see. My eyes are not good, but I'll try. Mind comprehends everything. Mind is at the center of man's body and at the center of his affairs, and comprehends both body and affairs. Change the word his to our. We are to demonstrate that this comprehension is perfect, harmonious, whole, prosperous, happy, complete, and eternal. When we use such words, we must feel their meanings. The feeling without the words may have a meaning but no direction, and meaning without direction will produce no creation. Feeling, organized and directed, is intelligent creation. Healing takes place to the degree that we send down the right kind of thoughts into subjectivity. We mean by thinking consciously and with deep feeling or knowing, we implant the right idea in mind, and mind reproduces this idea as effect in the body. What I know and realize in my heart of hearts and my soul is that mind is a powerful force. It's synonymous with the creative energy of God, or spirit, or Baha, or whatever vibration you choose to give to that quantum energy. What I know is that my mind is focused, and I'm speaking in the first person for those who are of like mind. My mind is focused on gratitude. I am grateful for my human experience. No matter what shape that may take, no matter what trials and tribulations that have been in my past or lie before me, I know that life is a circle and everything comes full circle. Where we're starting off bad will always, always, always lead to something much brighter. When we think we're at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. I know that love is the most powerful force. It is a product of that mind. And we are here for each other. We are each other's angels, each other's spirits. This is something that we must remember during this holiday season for those who are not able to experience the joy and the light that we know and the light that we share here today. I'm grateful for life. I release into the energy of the cosmos, knowing that it's really unnecessary to do it because it's there already. I release love, and I know that love will shower down on every single individual in this cosmos. And so it is.
No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light, and I'm free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thank you, Jackson. With an attitude of pure gratitude, I want to welcome to the podium our beloved Reverend Angelica. This time I'm not knocking your papers over.
They're not my papers. But here, you could take this.
They're probably mine.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, definitely, the microphone. It's in my way. I want one of those little Madonna mics. We used to have one, but it disappeared. So I want to say thank you to everybody who came on Thanksgiving as well. That was quite a wonderful experience. All the people and all the food, and you know, I had one plate full and I tried to be really careful about what I put on it. And then my mind kept going, go for seconds, go for seconds. But I didn't. I was good to myself. Anyway, so it's interesting, that Thanksgiving party. I've been doing it since I lived in Hawaii, since I started the church in Hawaii. Because in Hawaii, you can't go home for Thanksgiving very easy, you know, unless you get a flight, right? So I decided we were going to do an orphans Thanksgiving. And a few times we even got to swim in the pool. Tag, my husband, managed this gorgeous condominium building, and a few times we had the big party and then we all went swimming, and that was wonderful too. And then when I moved to Canada, it was like, well, I can't not do my party. So I've been doing this for almost 40 years. That just blows my mind. It boggles me. How could I have been doing this for 40 years? But it's, what?
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. when I say the word 40, it just sounds like such a long time, and I feel so young, so I must have started at 10. So, as we wrap up our Thanksgiving weekend, I want to explore something that I think is really simple and is profound and it's ever present. So, I'm titling this talk, The Infinite Circle of Blessing. And what I know is, and what I'm getting, is that blessing and being blessed are one continuous act of the divine. And this is how this came about. For decades, I have been signing my letters, my emails, my notes, etc. with blessings, Rev. Angelica. And, sometimes I typed it with intention, and sometimes it was simply my default choice, right? I didn't think much about it. It was just the way I did it. But yesterday, or actually the day before yesterday, as I was signing an email, suddenly I thought, I've been sending blessings out every single day without even knowing the power of what I was doing. And I thought, wow, every time I hit send, a blessing went with it. Every time I mailed a note, blessed energy traveled through the post office and out to who it was supposed to go. Every time I wrote to someone who was hurting or confused or grateful or joyful, that word went out of me like a little bit of light. Now, somebody told me a few weeks ago that I was a quantum minister, and then it was mentioned again today, that word quantum. And I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking about the fact that everything has its own energy. Everything. Everything. So I realized that this just wasn't a closing phrase for me. It was a ministry all on its own. And I thought, wow. So, and then I'm thinking about this idea of blessings, sending the energy of blessings out with everything. And I realized, the truth of the matter is that everything comes back to you. Everything is circus. Whatever that word is. It's in a circle, yeah. So, and the other thing I thought about was that blessing expands our consciousness, whether we're aware of it or not. And so when our consciousness expands, we inevitably receive even more of the thing than we've been giving. So I had to look at the metaphysical meaning of blessing, of course. And so what I realized is that a blessing is not a wish. It's not a request. It's not, I hope this goes all right. What it is a recognition of the truth of someone's being. It's like the divine in me acknowledging the divine in you. And so then I thought, this is spiritual seeing. And I looked it up in the glossary of the Science of Mind. Ernest Sohm says this: blessing, constructive thought directed toward anyone or any condition. You bless someone when you recognize the divinity in them. You bless someone's business when you think correctly about that business. And then I went to the concordance of the Science Mind and looked up the word blessing, and it's in there like about 5 or 6 times. And one of the things he wrote was, let us look upon all with love, condemning none and blessing even those who seek to injure us. Blessing even those who seek to injure us. And how do we do that? We bless by, he says, we bless by recognizing the presence of God in, through, and as all life. So I know that there's things going on the East Coast that many of us are upset about. And I thought, because that's where I went to when I said, look all on love, condemning them and blessing even those who seek to injure you. When every single day something happens that is going to injure the people of the United States. And then I thought, how do I do this? And like I said last week or the week before, there's that comment my teacher, Reverend Helen Street, used where it was like, okay, God, that's a good costume, but I see you in there. And I've had to use that a lot. So what I realized going on with this idea of blessing, what I realized is we're not giving somebody, when we bless somebody, we're not giving somebody something they don't have already. They are already the spirit of the divine. What we're doing is perhaps awakening them to something that they already are. And we're awakening something within ourselves at the very same time. So I looked at this idea of awakening ourselves and the other person, and I thought about the whole idea of the law of circulation. We use the law of circulation financially a lot when I talk here. However, the law of circulation is working for absolutely everything. So Holmes taught us that life is a circle, not a line. That thought moves into form. Form moves back into thought. Love moves outward. Love returns multiplied. Blessing is the same rhythm. When we bless, we're widening the inner channels. We're lifting our vibration. We're aligning ourselves with the infinite givingness of spirit. When you stop and think about the fact that God is not out there, but it is out there, but it's not only out there, it's certainly not an older man on a cloud, which was the image I got when I was living at the Catholic school. It's in absolutely everything that there is. And one might say it's in every living thing that there is. But I want you to take it even further and realize that it's in every inanimate, or what we consider to be non-living things as well. Because if you really look at this podium, for instance, it looks like solid wood. But the truth is, it's a whole bunch of atoms doing their little dance at a certain rate to look like this. So it's life. Everything is. Our homes. You know, I learned a long time ago that I don't remember what religious tradition it is, but there's a little box beside the door. Might be the Jewish religion. Yeah. And you when you go in, you touch it. You acknowledge it. You acknowledge the divine. And so a lot of times now when I think about it, when I drive up my driveway and then step up to put my key in the door, you know, it's like, well, hi, God, how are you today? How's the house doing? You know, or I definitely see it in my cats, for instance, the divine life that's in them, and they seem to know it, you know. And so they're like, we used to be worshipped. You're supposed to worship us. Which I do, gratefully. So, spirit in its endless generosity fills every space we could possibly ever imagine. There is no place where God is not. No place. So this made me realize that as we've gone through this spiritual journey all year long, it's been a pilgrimage of blessing. We've been carried, shaped, stretched, and gifted in both obvious and subtle ways. And what I know is that every month, with the topic that we picked for the month, every single month blessed us in some way. It blessed the moment, even if the moments were imperfect. It blessed ourselves, even when we were unsure about that. It blessed each other, even in the political storm. It blessed our community, even as it grows and shrinks and grows and shrinks and grows and shrinks. And every blessing we give becomes a part of the larger blessing that we receive. And what I thought about in this idea of blessing, that it is the natural language of spirit to give, and to give with a sense of, what do we say about the divine? That it's unconditionally loving and infinitely intelligent. So it gives with that behind it, that consciousness behind it. And so what I know is that we have the ability to participate in this all the time. So perhaps we could think about this. Our breath, every breath is a blessing. I mean, it's keeping us alive. Every heartbeat is a blessing. Every moment of awareness is a blessing. We're walking blessings. And what I know is that if we're keeping this consciousness, that we work continually to up-level in this teaching, then as we walk around, the energy that we're spreading out, if you look at it from a quantum point of view, the energy that we're spreading out is touching unknown numbers of people. And it's elevating them as well. Of course, if you're walking around angry and mad at everybody, then that's bringing down their energy as well as your own. We have to be responsible for what we're giving out all the time. And so I like this idea of blessing, of being people that bless. And so I want you to close your eyes for a minute and allow yourself to take a really deep breath into your heart. And now I want you to do this. The next inhale, I want you to think, I am blessed. So take a deep breath. I am blessed. And as you exhale, I bless the world. I am blessed. And I bless the world. I am blessed. And I bless the world. Do you feel how simple and natural that feels? I am blessed, and I bless the world. To me, this is the infinite circle of blessing, the giving and receiving in the same breath. So I want you to do some homework this week, of course. Here it is. I want you to bless everything. Just bless everything. Bless your steps as you're walking around. Bless your conversations. Bless your past. Bless your future. Bless the strangers or the friends or the ones who irritate you or the ones who uplift you. And let yourself be blessed by all of it. Let yourself feel this energy of blessing and see what happens. When I realized this, that I was giving out energy every time I wrote blessings at the end of my emails or my letters, I started thinking, wow, this is amazing. This is without even being conscious of it. Just because I wanted that to be my signature line, I'm doing this work in our world. So think about how much greater it is when you're consciously aware of what you're doing. And so if somebody pulls in front of you driving, don't yell at them, bless them. Oh my God. I just heard my foster mother's voice. She says, well, I'll bless them, and they know what kind of blessing they're going to get. We want to give a kind and loving blessing. So let's treat. How grateful I am to be part of this wonderful community, this wonderful teaching, this wonderful awareness that keeps getting greater and greater. How grateful I am to know that just my energy can bless thousands. And so I allow myself this week to acknowledge this, to acknowledge the radiation of energy that I'm constantly giving out. Some used to call it the aura, but now I see it even bigger than that. We allow ourselves to recognize what energy we're giving out. And I know that we can now choose to give out loving kindness in all ways, in all places, with all people, with all things. Let's radiate the energy of loving kindness and gratefulness. Grateful that we're alive. Grateful that we have people in our lives. Grateful that we have things in our lives. Grateful for absolutely everything. Mostly grateful for recognizing that who we are is spirit in form. And who everything is spirit in form. And so we celebrate spirit with every fiber of our being, knowing that it is unconditionally loving, knowing that it is infinitely intelligent, knowing that it is giving, 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 giving. That's its whole nature. And we let ourselves be part of that, being givers of greater good, greater blessings all the time. We bless our bodies. We bless absolutely everything. And we're grateful, so grateful for all of this. And so it is. And so Jeff is giving us the gift of music this morning. Let's give him a hand.
I gotta wait for Anna to turn this on. Good morning. Oh, okay. Earlier in the week, if you follow Facebook or Instagram, I posted that I would give you, this wonderful audience, for which I am so grateful for, a choice of 3 songs. So I will give you a choice, but I gotta tell you, my heart is really in one of them. But I want to see what you have to say. Okay, so the first song, first choice, was written in 1940 by Duke Ellington. Not gonna give you the title. I know Bob Olofsson, our resident sax genius, knows this song because I learned it from him. The second choice, what was the second choice? Oh, I last did Here in its entirety in December 2023. Came out in '71. It was a Led Zeppelin favorite. My bias is toward a tune I haven't done here in many years. It's always been special to me. The author's anniversary of his death was yesterday. It's my favorite composer of all time. And I played this at my father's funeral, so it's special to me. So that came out in 1968. I've been playing it since 1968 in rock bands, and it was always special in rock bands. But being on a classical guitar, I might give you, if you decide, a version on a classical guitar of that song. So we have behind curtain number 1, a swing tune by Duke Ellington. Curtain number 2, a rock ballad / rock song by Led Zeppelin, or a song by George Harrison. Excellent choice. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jeff. That was beautiful. Did anybody else want to say do a medley of all three? So now is the time in which we collect the offering. And so if you'll join me, I gratefully give from the fullness of my abundance, knowing my gift blesses this center, all in it and beyond. And so it is.
Now, Jackson and I have prepared something that's very mellow. We want to make sure that the trained play professionals do not start collecting until you start, because it's kind of long and very mellow. Extra grateful for Jackson. You know, we're a zero rehearsal band. So come in the morning and go, what do you want to do? Put a few minutes into it, and Jackson makes the magic.
So I gratefully receive these gifts on behalf of the center, knowing that they bless our community, that they are given with blessings, and that blessings will go out because they are given. And so we join together and we say, and so it is. Thank you both. So is there someone who would like to read our community statement of inclusion? Come right back up. Thank you so much.
This is one of my favorite things that I hear here. I just love it. We, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living, are a community that celebrates diversity, fosters inclusion, champions inner work, and creates space for brave, vulnerable conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation of God that each person embodies. Honors the unique and advocates with people for human rights and dignity for all. We are a community that blesses each other, sees sacredness in all life, remain learners and listeners as we may grow together, and understands that oneness is not sameness. And together, we know our beloved community is revealed more fully when we love each other well.
Please stand and make a circle in the room, and we'll sing the peace song together. Those who want to participate in the ensemble for December, we will meet immediately after service. I know there's a lot of meetings going on today, so ours will be brief today.